Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the 4th consecutive write-in.
It's all downhill from here.
All right, we're going to take a second and introduce ourselves, starting with April.
Hi, I'm April. You can find me at Twitter at WriterHolic, and I'm just working on some projects with all these wonderful people.
All right, and Ken, you're next.
Hi, I'm Ken, Cervelos Nagana. My website's kennethbrooks.org, and you can also find me at Twitter at KWBoss1. I am currently trying to wrap up Templar Schisms, so I'll be working on that tonight.
All right, next is Mercy.
Hi, I'm Mercy. I'm working on a new story idea, so it's pretty great. I like it a lot.
Okay, next is, okay. Robin?
Hi, I'm Robin Nudelman, soon to be Robin Heisler, if we ever get married at some point soon, hopefully. I'm currently working on a short story entitled Imaginary Problems about an imaginary friend joining a 17-year-old with schizophrenia.
Nice. Okay, and next is Rex.
Hello, my name is Jake. And I'm around you can find me around various websites. I'm on fanfiction.net. I'm on fanfiction.net. I'm on DeviantArt, and I post fanfiction for Elder Scrolls. Tonight, I'm still trying to figure out what I'm going to write for. Organization and planning are not my fortes.
That's perfectly fine. We'll have a couple of prompts that might help out too, so don't worry about that. All right, and I am Nicole Christopherson. You can find me at Nicole C. on.
I'm getting some really some feedback from someone else.
Well, it's not me. I have headphones.
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 I mean, it's not static. It's I mean, I can hear things being said again after we've already said them.
Do you have the YouTube video on? You might want to turn the video part off.
Everybody needs to. You gotta mute the video.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Kenneth.
Okay.
I don't have it.
All right.
Hashtag.
Yes, Kenneth.
Okay.
I'm just being a dick. I'm just being a dick. Love you, Kenneth.
I only have Hangouts up. I close YouTube as soon as I pop out the chat.
Smart idea. All right, and I'll be working on a really awful self-insertion fanfic for the fandom in a new world with my smartphone. So that's going to be fun.
Fantastic.
All right, so next what we're going to do... Oh, wait. Hold on. April, did you get to share what you would be writing today?
I said I was working on a project, but specifically I'm working on the next chapter in my Stardew Valley fanfiction called Cloudburst.
Mm-hmm.
I guess.
Nice.
I guess I can take a crack at trying to rewrite chapter 1 of the book I was writing.
Do it.
Yeah. Do the right thing.
Because it's been stuck at chapter 1 for 2 years now.
Yikes.
Yeah, that's
I know that feel.
progress. Hey, it's better than nothing.
I feel like he's talking about my life right now.
I know, right?
I know, right?
Well,
It hurts so much.
I've only ever written extremely short stuff up until this point, like under 6,000 words.
Mm.
I feel you.
Okay,
It takes
so
me
what we're
years to finish anything longer. Sorry, what? Nicole?
Sorry, yeah.
So what we're gonna do? No, it's fine. What we're gonna do is before every writing sprint, I'm going to give a prompt. You can use the prompt if you want to. If not, that doesn't matter. Basically, it's just going to be like a word or two to get you going. Does that sound fun to everybody?
Sounds like a plan, Nicole. Lead us forward.
All righty. We're going to go ahead and go for 10 minutes at the 10 after. So in 2 minutes, we're going to start a writing sprint. Remember to mute your mics as soon as the writing sprint starts.
Why does Word keep having to reconfigure every time I open it?
Because Word is a piece of phenomena.
Because Word has identity crises, and it's always trying to change itself to make itself better for you, but it doesn't know what that means.
Like Apple.
And so it's just in a cycle of constant reconfiguration, never being able to find its center.
Or Facebook.
Well, what version of Word are you using?
Word 2007. I mean, it's not a terrible inconvenience. It just takes a minute or two.
Okay. It sounds like there might be a DLL corruption going on somewhere in there.
Yeah, 2010. It's not bad.
Yeah, all right.
Before this book, before this particular story that I was working on, I always used Scrivener for everything.
Scrivener.
I love Scrivener. But things have been flowing so well in Word that I'm like, no, I can't change my method. The words will stop. Let's keep my same method.
Yeah. I find that if I use the same method over and over again, I get really bored with it and quickly lose interest.
Yeah.
I use Word 2016, and it works really well.
Okay, we have 1 minute until first sprint, and we are going for 10 minutes until 10 after. Until 20 after, forgive me. And the prompt for this one is 0 and mechanical calculator.
All right, here we go. It opened. I'm gonna switch the page color to dark blue.
All right.
On the other side.
And I'm gonna
see y'all on the other side.
Oh, mute.
Okay, everyone. Sprint is over.
Woohoo!
We actually went over by a minute, but that's okay.
How dare you?
All right.
Oh boy.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
447 words.
Bravo. I managed 292.
I did not use the prompt at all.
I didn't either.
That's okay. Neither did I.
Not here.
Oh. I didn't see them.
175.
How many did you get?
1,026.
I got 175.
Yeah.
1,026 words.
Good job, Ken.
227.
Do we
Jesus
post
Christ,
these in
man.
like the YouTube chat or something, or just?
How do you do that?
We can if you want to post it in the chat, but you don't have to.
Okay. I wonder if it even posts properly. Let me try it.
I gotta get everything open.
I am coming
Does
to
anyone
that
want to
moment.
Sorry?
I was going to say, I'm coming to the moment in the story where I'm about to end it on a cliffhanger, and I'm really excited. I'm like, yes, hang, suffer.
Oh, it sounds fun.
Yeah.
All right. Does anybody want to share a sentence or two from what they wrote?
I can as soon as I figure out why I couldn't type in the chat.
Okay.
I could share 3 sentences. I mean, it's kind of like.
Ooh.
Okay. Can you guys hear me? Because I'm on.
Yes.
Okay. So
Yes, we can hear you.
the tank
All right.
managed to slow the process while he looked for a cure, but I messed that up. I could already see the symptoms of stage 2.
Ooh, sounds dark.
So
I don't know
There
if
you
I
go.
have any good sentences that make sense out of context.
And I got 2 that'll make sense out of context, except for, I'll tell you, Nikki, it's Angela. So that way you're
Oh,
confuse people.
okay.
As the cleansing solar Nafra moved through the parking lot and the campus to the mountain beyond, she felt 2 sharp pricks on her right chest and an explosion inside. She coughed once, spraying blood everywhere. Darkness soon followed.
Yikes.
Oh,
Ew.
shit. She did.
Ew.
I guess I'll post the first 3 sentences I wrote
Okay.
in the chat.
I'll look forward to seeing it.
It's only 200 characters.
Aw.
Okay.
I only got
maybe-
6 words. I'm so slow.
All right. We got 5 minutes until the next sprint.
Is there a limit to how
We
many?
will go at the third after.
I will be back. I'm going to go make myself a cup of tea.
Okay, there we go. I posted it in the Hangouts chat here.
Okay. All right. I'll read it out loud for you.
Oh,
You want to read it?
do I have to read it?
Have to.
Are we reading our stories?
Okay.
We're
have to.
reading like a sentence or 2.
Oh no.
I guess you can read it if you want. I'm kind of nervous about that kind of stuff.
Okay. I'll go ahead and read it for you since you're nervous, because the best way to get over nervousness is to have someone shove it down your throat.
Yay.
Okay. Rex wrote, Karasu was seated at her little table at the back of Five Claws Lodge, reclined against the wall and feet propped up on the table, staring into her tankard as if the sloshing ale had some hidden wisdom. It had been a miserable 3-week trip down there from Skingrad, a trip worsened by the sudden illness of her stallion Caravel that forced her to endure a series of wagon rides with some of the shadiest and degenerate rabble to ever walk Nern. And so, understandably, her naturally thin patience was particularly frail at the moment. Okay, Robin posted, I thought of the girl I'd worked with before, the one who went on Ritalin because she couldn't sit still. How listless she became, how depressed. It had broken my heart to leave her, but shutting gates were shutting gates. There was nothing I could do. Ooh, okay. Mercy posted, her time is running out, her life fading from view because of one machine. One mistake is costing me my wife. We both knew something like this would happen. She wouldn't hear my cries or the screaming machine next to me. Inside the tank is where she death will
I messed
come.
up. I totally messed up. Sorry.
That's okay.
Totally.
Her disease quickly killing her as everything fell apart. The tank managed to
come.
while she death will come.
Oh my God,
Love it.
I'm typing so fast.
I love it.
It's okay, it's okay.
I love it.
Slowed the process while I looked for a cure, but I messed that up. I could already see the symptoms of stage 2. Ooh, that's good.
Symptoms
Okay.
of stage 2. I like it.
Ah, cool.
Go anime on you guys here. Yeah, one of the girls cried, and I looked over to see a lizard man approaching Lindsay menacingly. A quick utterance of the slip spell fixed that, and she took care of it with the slam of her staff. That's what I've got.
I love it.
Oh yeah,
I love
it's
it.
the greatest. It's literary gold. Are you kidding
It's
me?
beautiful. It's fantastic.
All right. Let's see if anybody in the chat has posted their. Oh, Camille's in the chat.
Camille! Oh man. I hope that after I wake up in the morning, my left arm doesn't hurt this much.
I hope so too. That's sad.
You know what's weird is when I'm writing, I don't notice it, like, at all. It's when I get up and I, like, start trying to pick things up with it or hold something that it just throbs around my wrist. Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Something just crashed. I'll be right back. Well, those explode.
I love your dancing. Damn it, Nicole.
Oh.
We have 1 minute till the next sprint.
Okay, do we have to follow the prompt?
Follow the
You don't-
frog?
You
Yeah,
don't have to. The prompt is just a suggestion to make writing easier if you get stuck.
Okay.
I'm literally
Okay.
dancing. Okay, have fun. I love you.
Motherly patience.
I just didn't hear you the first time. I'm sorry. I have my headphones up.
That's a little better. Now I can hear you guys.
Hello.
Oh,
Patience.
do we have someone new? We have Camille.
Yeah, I'm just staying quiet.
It's cool.
I love you. Yes. You always want to.
Wait, how long is this next sprint gonna be?
We're going to go for 15 minutes, so from 30 until 45 after.
It just turned
All right.
10:30 for me.
Yes, it did. So we go sprint. Okay, so Sprint is over. And it's apparently going to be a theme tonight that we go over by a minute on every single fucking one.
Sounds about right.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear any of that.
I won't lie. You scared the Jesus out of me.
We got some echoing going on. Yeah, we do.
Oh, it's not me.
Nope, not me. The live stream isn't even working on my computer.
It may be that the stream is kind of frozen.
Okay.
Oh.
It's stuck.
Okay, let's see. Okay, that time I got 137.
Oh.
But I also finished the chapter, and I'm in like the line edit section where I'm like, I've like put it in a new window in a different font so I can have all the mistakes jump out at me.
I'm trying to decide if I want to go with the original series sexist bullshit and then comment on it, or if I want to fix the original series as sexist bullshit and just pretend it doesn't exist.
I mean, when in doubt.
I did 268.
Good job.
Good job.
700.
135, which is an improvement for me.
Did you say 700?
I
No,
did.
135. 135.
Million
Yeah, but
words.
Strategius said 700.
I did 730.
Holy Moses.
Yeah, he
That's what I
types
call
like,
pooping some words.
yeah, I legitimately, I don't compare myself to him anymore because if I did, I would be inadequate to all things.
I mean, I've been known to like get some distance, but man, that's impressive.
Jesus, Murphy. Hate you all. Look at all the hate I have for you. Bastards.
Sorry.
We love you.
Nikki might know
Whatever, I beat
We
April,
also-
that's all that matters.
Nikki might know
Yeah, you beat
why.
me this time.
Erica!
To be
I'm dropping
fair-
them out now, Jenna.
Damn, yeah.
Oh,
To be
nice.
fair, I was trying to finish the chapter. I finished it and then like went back and started working on posting. So I only wrote for like half the time. Yeah, like so.
Posting?
Oh no, like it's chapter 22. It's supposed to go up tonight.
Oh,
I have an
right.
update
I
schedule.
keep forgetting it's like already live as a fanfic.
Yeah, like it exists. Y'all. I make decisions about updates.
Y'all.
And then I'm just like, oh my gosh, why do I do this to myself?
Because
you love the fandom and you really like it, and nothing is going to stop you from liking it.
Because
That's
you're
why.
bad
Wow.
banana sandwich and
Yes.
you belong
I
with
just
us.
found this sentence that needs to be fixed so bad. I'm going to read it to you. 'cause
Guys,
it's terrible.
read out a sentence you particularly, or like small paragraph you particularly like that you just wrote.
Oh. I don't
Read
like
it
any
again.
of it, so I guess I'm going to try it again.
Damn it, April.
Mercy,
Pick one.
Mercy.
Can I tell you one that I'm about to fix?
Yes, do it.
This is terrible. Sebi, we were just talking about the Egg Festival a couple of weeks ago. Oh, wait, no, I missed it. Sure, he thought. The kids and their big, hairy egg daddy who'd made sure to secure victory. What the heck? There's no comments in there. Big, hairy egg
Big
daddy.
hairy
What the
egg
heck?
daddy.
I was trying to say, I think, like, fairy egg godmother, but it's
I
not.
love it. Please don't.
Oh, my God. Big, hairy egg
Oh, God,
daddy.
don't change it. Please keep it. Hairy egg daddy.
Keep it. It needs to be
Oh, my
It
gosh.
needs to be a thing.
Best typo
This
ever.
is terrible. This is
That's-
terrible.
That is an amazing typo. I legitimately cannot.
This is, kids, this is why when we look at our fics, we put them in a different font when we edit, because our eyes will skip over the same font that we've been reading over and over again for the past 2 days.
Mm.
So learn from my fail. Learn from my fail.
Fail. Fail
This is
hard.
why This is why we preview before we post. Anyway, somebody else go.
The command group. Oh, sorry.
I'll just post, I guess, 2 sentences.
Okay, so Mercy, I was gonna read out your sentences, but
is it too long?
well, it's not that it's too long. It's that you kill off my boyfriend.
No.
Wait, I'm so confused.
My boyfriend's name is Nico.
Oh, I'm so sorry. That's a name. No, wait, Nico. Yeah. Sorry, I did not know that. That was the character name.
All right.
It's perfectly fine. That just means I can't read it. I will cry.
Straight up.
No,
That's okay. To make Nikki feel better, before I met Robin, I had a character named Robin.
Did you kill her? Brutally?
No.
With a hacksaw?
No.
Machete?
No.
Chainsaw?
No, she's one of his favorite characters, Robin.
Shit.
She's
I
snarky
heard that
as hell,
for you.
just like you, too. It was kind of scary meeting you.
You think I'm trying
It's
to
kind
of
of.
repeat?
So it's
You think
kind
I'm
of.
as hell?
She's snarky as hell, just like you, too.
Oh,
Which-
snarky. Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Which made it awkward last week. I'm like, wait a second. I just wrote you.
Yes. I only, like, this is that stranger than fiction in real life moment.
Yeah, basically.
Your hair emotions.
Now, if you have red hair and amber eyes, we're going to have problems.
I have hazel eyes. My hair's brown.
Is this karaoke hour, Nicole?
Yes.
Sorry.
Yeah, Erica's damn intimidating. She's like an actual professional designer.
Okay.
Wow.
All right. Do I go next?
My kingdom for a comma. Jesus. Anyway.
My kingdom for a comma.
I need to put. Can I please put that as my tagline on my next website? My kingdom for a comma. It's amazing.
This is what happens, you guys. Anybody who likes Stardew Valley, hit me up. I've got some gay porn for you. Lord,
I like
this is
Stardew
such a
Valley.
nice.
I'm off to WordPress to change the tagline. My kingdom for a comma. I love that.
I just stuck my finger in hot wax.
Good job.
Uh-oh.
Like legitimately on fire wax. Okay,
That's one way to
so
On
moisturize.
fire wax?
so Mercy, do you want to read out what you posted in, and then we can read the other ones too?
Yeah, I kind of would like to read it. So.
Go for it.
My mind was never yours. You took everything from me and claimed it as your own. Tears run down my face as I remember how much I loved you. But showing you my mind wasn't enough. The beauty and wonder didn't fill you with happiness like it did with me. Or maybe it did. That necklace was the only way I had access to my powers. You were selfish enough to steal it from me. Now I'm worth nothing. Absolutely nothing. I have no ability to create. The dreams I had were so much more than dreams. They were my only key to happiness. I lost everything. And because you were stupid enough to let her get snatched by some woman at a bloody gym, I lost Nico forever. I lost Nico. That's it.
Aww, that's so sad.
Oh my.
It's kind of confusing because it's combining two of my old stories. Nico was like a fox spirit, so it's kind of you don't really know, but kind of just out of context something I wrote.
I like it.
It is
It's
really
got a lot of passion.
It is very emotional.
You do a really good job of like focusing on not just the feeling, but like the concrete imagery, like the tears. Good job.
Yeah.
Okay, I think I fixed the big hairy egg daddy sentence. I think it makes more sense now.
Why did you fix the big hairy egg daddy sandwich?
Because it was a
This is
mess.
amazing.
I
Why
had to
would you
shine
do
it up.
that?
I kept egg daddy just for you guys, even though.
Okay.
Oh no, man.
Yeah, I changed the sentence. So here's the new sentence. Sure, he thought, the kids and their big, hairy egg daddy who had secured victory. No one had noticed William slipping eggs into their basket, and the little ankle biters hadn't narked on him yet.
Oh,
It's
that's
this.
awesome. No.
Oh,
See,
yeah.
Okay, Rex, do you want to read yours or shall I?
You can read it.
Okay. It was this contemplation that left her unaware of the drunken lad stumbling her way until he jarred the table as he fell into the seat across from her. She looked up, brow furrowed and teeth clenched in annoyance at the young man's artificial forwardness. Ooh.
That imagery is fantastic.
It really is. Rex, you are so good at imagery.
I like how you never say she was pissed off. You just like show it. It's like my pet peeve is when someone says,
exactly. Don't read my shit then, because I cannot show to save my damn life.
Drafts are for telling. Edits are for showing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Teach me all the things. Teach me all the things.
Teach you all the things.
All the things. Okay. Robin, read yours.
Really? You're gonna make me read it?
Yes.
Oh, fine.
Unless you want me to read it.
You read it.
Oh, fine. Okay, let me scroll up. Hold on. I rolled my eyes. What was it with these humans, thinking they were the end and the beginning of everything? Such egos. You don't make imaginaries, I clarified. I laid the words out delicately, deliberately. We're assigned.
Nice. Imaginary friends make me happy.
The story's about an imaginary friend who basically loses his old assignment, comes into a new assignment, and all he can find is ending up with a 17-year-old who he takes a liking to.
Oh, a 17-year-old with an imaginary friend? That's fantastic.
And schizophrenia.
Well,
So
I mean, you say schizophrenia, I say different view of reality.
Yeah.
Tomato, tomato.
Yeah.
It works.
It's a
I'm not romanticizing mental illness. Hashtag disclaimer.
All right, Ken, do you want to read yours real quick?
Yeah, I can read it. He smiled at her. Greetings, he said. You're a Templar. I know just how to deal with you. He motioned towards a mountain as she tried to close the distance. Her blood power was wearing off at that moment. He wasn't moving. She thought she wouldn't need more to finish him. She heard a rumbling from below. She stopped to glance down. The mountain that they were above and next to lifted off its foundation. Much quicker than she expected, the mountain was above her. Time to bury you. He released his hold on the mountain and it fell on her at full speed. It smashed with enough force to shake everything in the area.
Robin, what the hell?
Wait, what?
I think I need to get my hearing checked. This is really bad.
Yeah, that's really bad and should not be said.
I'm also listening to music at the time.
So am I, but I didn't make that mistake.
You're a tampon. I know just how to deal with you.
There's a little. Can I use that line, please? Please.
Yes.
Please.
Use it. Use it.
Because
that's a great sentence. I absolutely love it.
What is?
Oh my god.
You're a tampon. I know
exactly
what to do.
I feel like that's the best insult.
Oh my god.
I once threatened a friend of mine. I once threatened a friend of mine who had a terrible ex that I was going to chase him down with dirty tampons. I was just like, this guy is so awful. I'm going to throw trash at him because he is trash. That's beautiful.
I'm rather proud of myself for my inability to hear.
Get the best stuff that way.
Yeah, right?
Oh man.
1 second, I gotta pee. I'll be right back.
Bio break.
I'm reading through the chat. Erica Cockney's awesome. Oh no, Erica. Oh no, she heard that part. Oh no.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so we're gonna take a 5-minute bio break.
Hooray.
If anybody needs more than that, let me know. And we will be back in 5 minutes. Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna go use the can too. I'll be right back.
Meanwhile, I'm here and I will entertain you all.
Entertain
all by
us.
myself. I will entertain you. It'll be great. We'll have a conversation about writing and words and writing the words. Let me look at the chat. Who's like alive in the chat? Let's see. Jordan and Jackie and Erica. Hi guys. And Camille. We love you, Camille. Yeah. So we got some like pretty awesome people hanging out in the chat with us. Let's see. And then Camille is actually on camera talking with me, being awesome.
Yeah, I'm being quiet tonight.
It's okay. My camera is not working. That's why it's audio only. And by not working, I mean it's on walkabout. It's somewhere in my house. I just couldn't find it.
I'm like, because my boyfriend is right, like, over here. So I'm like, huh.
You're like, no, I'm all by myself. Really, you guys, really.
It's just me here.
What are you working on, Camille?
I'm editing, so I don't have word counts to share. So
That's okay. I'm actually editing right now too because I finished. My goal is to like stay up long enough to like at least get started on the next chapter because I just ended it like on a cliffhanger.
ooh, I love cliffhanger.
I do too, and I hope that my readers appreciate the pain I put them through.
Hello.
For real, like, it's hard finding an ending that is a cliffhanger all the time.
Every time. Like, none of you get happiness. None of you. Joy is for
I know.
closers. Okay. What's that line from that terrible movie, Boss Baby? Cookies are for closers. You don't get a cookie.
I haven't heard that line or I've seen that movie.
What's that line? Cookies are for closers. I think it was Alec Baldwin. Okay, so there's a line in Glengarry Glen Ross, a 1992 movie starring Al Pacino, Jack Lemmon, Ed Harris, Alan Arkin, Kevin Spacey, and Alec Baldwin. Alec Baldwin is, the line is, coffee is for closers. And Alec's character has been sent to motivate the sales team to close more sales. Jack Lemmon's character is getting a cup of coffee and paying very little attention during the meeting. And Alec's character tells him to put down the coffee because coffee is for closers. So now you know.
You know.
Glengarry Glen Ross. Hold on. I'm gonna find the clip and put it in the chat because I am quality. You guys get some free quality content here.
Guys, I almost died.
Oh no. What happened?
Yeah, I tripped. And almost fell. I almost died.
We were entertaining the chat while you were gone, Nicole. We're talking about cliffhanger endings and how that's what my readers get because, you know, closure is for closers, I guess.
No,
I guess I'm the only one
coffee
who's
is
seen-
for closers.
Coffee is, I would say, am I the only one who's seen Glengarry Glen Ross? Coffee is for closers.
I'm never happy with my dialogue.
Neither am I. I'm never happy with anything.
My dialogue is awful. It is objectively awful.
Did you guys ever have to do that? I don't know. Has anyone ever had to take a creative writing course where your teacher made you sit in public areas and write down what people said so that you could see the difference between dialogue and spoken speech?
I'm back.
See, my dialogue is, or at least I try to make it natural. I don't do that whole.
Yeah, we did that when I was 8. And
I don't try
that
to
in creative writing when I was 8.
make it something
Where did Camille go?
grandiose. Anyway, I'm sorry, I interrupted Kenneth.
Yeah, we did that when I was 8 in school. Because we were doing creative writing as one of the subjects in school all year for that grade, and they made us sit in the lunchroom or at recess and everything and just write down what people said.
Well,
So,
here they don't know how to speak.
I have a different perspective.
Right, until like 12.
Nicole, fix your mic. It keeps peaking.
So I have the perspective that within your fiction, dialogue should always be
Is that better?
more than just spoken words. It should be like every word I say or every word I put in should be pushing it forward, you know? Because I used to not think that. And then I don't know.
My writing's too formal. Everything, like all the dialogue I write is too formal.
I think dialogue should fit the character. Like, you wouldn't expect a peasant farmer to have the same vocabulary or refinement as a prince.
Mm.
Yeah,
Agreed.
Agreed.
I don't know. I think it's something you just sort of develop an ear for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I get what you're saying, April, like with the time to bury you, and then he releases his magical grip on the mountain right at that point. It kind of helps advance the action of the chapter forward. That's what you're
Exactly. Exactly. That's what I'm trying to say. Because if you've ever listened to people speak, there's a lot of I mean, but those
Filler words.
Yeah.
yes, and you shouldn't have
And
that in
awkward
dialogue.
pauses.
Yes,
Really awkward pauses.
Awkward
Those are the
pause.
good ones.
in your dialogue. It's because you should be trying to demonstrate the awkwardness of the situation without saying
They have an
so-and-so
awkward
felt
pause.
very awkward. Exactly. Exactly.
Yes, he exclaimed excitedly. They just looked at each other.
Or you put a dot motion in
alright.
his hands, like
Now
he's wanting to do something. You're implying that he's doing the ums and ahs with the actions in it, as opposed to saying ums and ahs.
I would like to pass on to you. There was an assignment in I think it was in Screen Arts actually. Might have been Screen Arts. Might have been, yeah, I think it was. Where you had to write a scene but only in dialogue.
Yes, I love it. I love things like that.
And I looked back on what I had submitted for that, and I really liked it. And I wanted to share that with you and share the assignment with you, just as to experience it.
Very nice. Do y'all have any particularly favorite writing prompty type books that you go back to or that you use whenever you're?
Would anybody like to hear Japanese screamo?
No.
Nicole, I love you. Senpai, I love you. And this is one of the reasons why.
I don't know. With dialogue, I just try to imagine myself as a third party observing events unfold.
See, I'm the exact opposite. I try and imagine that I am the person and what I would say at that point.
Same.
Well, yeah. The way I write my dialogue is when I'm not writing dialogue, I pretend I'm just a third party seeing events unfold, and I've got to try and describe what's happening. When I am writing dialogue, I put myself in the character's shoes, and I actually talk to myself as I try and write the dialogue, so it doesn't sound too artificial.
Yeah, well, Nana, shut up.
It's best to try to.
Oops. Don't actually shut up.
I guess
trying
to talk to myself in the way I think the character would talk kind of helps me figure out their personality a little better.
A good suggestion I've always heard was to talk out the dialogue after you write it, to make it try to flow more naturally.
They do those kinds of things where they have people take turns reading out other people's stuff so that they know what it's going to sound like to help deal with pacing, dialogue, and word choice. Nana, you're so humble.
Grammar, yeah, I use a lot of punctuation in weird ways as I write both prose and dialogue. Well, I guess not weird ways, but just because I guess when I try to imagine people talking, there's a lot of pauses and stuff that don't really sound long enough, like you'd need a period. So I end up putting comma splices and ellipses in dialogue.
Commas raining from the sky. That is my problem.
My kingdom for a comma.
I don't really focus on grammar all that much when I'm writing stories, though. I mean, if I'm going to write an essay for school, yeah, I have to write like I know how to English good.
Right? Like I know how to
English good. I love that. I need that on a shirt.
I need that on a shirt. I can English good.
No, I used to have a shirt that said, English doesn't borrow from other languages. It follows them down dark alleys, beats them over the head, and then goes through their pockets for loose grammar.
Accurate assessment.
Yes.
That is
I need that.
Amazing.
I'm in Spanish class right now, and even though it's hard, I can only imagine, with all the rules and all the different spellings that English has that we break all the time because it's the right thing to do, I can only imagine how hard English must be for someone that doesn't speak it natively.
Jesus, I speak English natively, and I have a freaking degree in English, and I'm telling you, I question their wisdom to giving me that degree every freaking day. I'm like, are y'all sure? Are y'all sure that this was the best use of your money?
I've never taken a creative writing class.
I have. It was fun.
I feel you, April. I feel you.
All of my writing experience in school is papers, and I despise writing papers.
Let me tell you though, the thing about college and the thing about English, if you're going to be a creative writer, you have to keep in mind that college English teachers aren't there to create literature. They're there to take apart literature. Like, the entire point of a program is not, how do we make this great thing? It's, let's talk about this great thing and pull it to pieces and then write a paper based on one paragraph within this huge work, because symbolism, y'all, symbolism. So I have a degree in English. I loved my time in English. I loved reading literature. It's always good to read a lot. It's good to expand your horizons, but you don't have to have a degree in English to be a writer.
Of course not.
I don't even recommend it. Hooray, chapter 22 is now posted.
I like to put it this way.
I don't have
For most writers, by the time you're actually learning shit in school, you've already learned it.
Right. I agree.
Like, I distinctly remember writing a novel in grade 8 as I was helping other people with their grammar homework. Yeah, that's me, Erica. Noodlesy. Remember? Last name, Noodleman? I am a noodle.
To change literally everything, aren't you?
Yeah, it used to be my handle. Noodlesy and Noodle Woman were my big ones, but I've been slowly changing over because I hate my family. I don't want to be associated with them anymore.
Grammarians wouldn't mind my school essays, but they'd cry if they read my other stuff.
Yeah.
Nikki, that's what I said about Jabu with the first novel. You made a travesty out of the English language.
Oh, yeah. Oh, man.
Oh my gosh, y'all. My best friend just sent me a text out of nowhere, and all it said was, in all caps, lemongrass. 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 Well, she was trying to remember the name of an herb at like 9 o'clock this morning.
And then it hits you. You have to let everyone know.
And it was so funny. She was like, what is that smell? I can't. I'm like, dude, you're in Texas. I don't know what that smell is. Like, there's no way. She's like, oh, I just can't think of it.
Going, we're not playing that game today.
So,
yes,
so then haven't spoken to her in like 3 hours, and then just suddenly, out of nowhere, all caps, Lemongrass.
That's beautiful. That's absolutely beautiful. When's
All
our
right. We're going to rein it in a little bit, guys. We've got 4 minutes till our next sprint.
Okay.
Dang it,
We're going to go from the 20 to the 40, so a 20-minute sprint.
Yikes.
Y'all are screwed now. I'm starting on chapter 23. I've got fresh documents. Let's do this.
April.
All right.
Don't make me punch you in the face.
Just one thing.
Don't make me.
Yeah?
Do I have to
Nana?
make you do that? What if I just ask nicely?
Yes, Nana?
Just one thing.
A kiss with a fist is better than none.
When you are writing dialogues, you must apply the same thing you are applying on the outline. You must consider the character personality, how he would act, how he would react, what's his objective in the dialogue, how does he want to sound to the other person. You can't just write, it's not just the words, it's the meaning of those words that you must focus to having more natural dialogue. At least it's how I see it.
Yeah.
Because even if you have the right words, if the dialogue doesn't have the proper meaning and objective, it's not gonna be effective.
Nana, that was some very insightful information.
Yes. I agree.
Thank you.
You got to have the right tude, y'all. You got to make sure you got the attitude.
The tude.
The tude.
Tude.
I just like saying the word tude, okay? Don't judge me.
Tude.
Like, I need the
At least
tude.
it's not toad.
Oh my gosh.
When I get back to second semester, maybe I'll just call Robin and be like, Robin, I need you to write yourself.
I can do that. I am very good at doing that. I can write things. It's like I have a degree in writing or something. I don't know.
Oh my gosh. Degrees? Like, what, like, even is that? Oh my god.
I am living proof that degrees are bullshit.
Me too. Have a degree in
We are
English, work in the
living
medical
proof.
field.
We are living proof that degrees are bullshit.
My mom,
It's like,
my mom has an electronics engineering degree and she became an accountant. So yeah.
it's like the game Whose Line, where the points don't matter and the degrees are all bullshit.
Yes. Oh my god, I love that show.
Well,
Y'all
I
let
went
me get on.
to computer science and I ended up in resource management.
All right, 1 minute until the next sprint, guys.
I just started a new save file. My gosh.
I found it. I finally found it. Okay, I'm sending you something, Nicole.
Why are you sending it to me just before we start a sprint? What is wrong with you?
Fuck you, that's how.
What's in the box, Jokey? What's in the box?
I left the stream.
There you
Oh
go.
my gosh.
Okay, what did you send?
Welcome.
Oh, you sent it on Discord? Okay.
You're welcome for sending you the thing.
Don't you dare do that.
I love that song.
Don't you threaten me with a good time. I don't want to hear that. Don't
Guys,
start me on
mute your
strong.
mics. It's time for the sprint.
Okay.
Time for the sprint. Wait,
I'm not ready.
All right, and that sprint is over.
It's just about to say. I was like,
Again, I
40,
didn't
wasn't
do
it?
that.
I didn't.
Yeah, I had.
Hello.
Hello. I had stopped writing at 39 so that I could get it on time, and then I got distracted by a YouTube video.
Of course you would. Well done, Nicole. Well done. We love you.
Has it been 40 minutes?
Yes. Since the beginning of the YouTube video, it's been actually an hour and 40 minutes.
Jesus, Murphy.
I got like
Okay.
13 words down. I didn't know what to write.
It's okay, Pumpkin.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's okay.
That's 13 words you didn't have before. Okay, I got 353. And
470.
I think
Wow,
that's
I did better.
Bravo.
I got
171 is good.
that's awesome. I think that this is going to be my last sprint, and I'm going to log off when y'all start the next sprint because my hand is killing me.
Okay,
Just over 300.
831.
I legitimately did not count how many
Nice.
words.
I started a new file, so word for me. It's at the bottom.
I fail at this word liven thing.
Does anybody know anything about promenade dancing?
What?
Vaguely, why?
I know, right?
Like, I learned it in school.
I did too. I had to take this class when I was doing Civil War history.
No, I mean, I learned it in high school. They taught us promenade
Oh.
dancing. It
Oh
was
no, my high
weird.
school did not have the budget for that.
It was part of PE. Like, they had archery week, and then they had dancing week, and dancing week was so awkward because nobody wanted to touch anybody.
See, I was old enough that my high school's homecoming dance actually had a bonfire. So
Whoa, no fair.
Yeah, no fair. Mine was in a freaking a gym filled with sweaty people.
gym filled with sweaty people. Mine was too, but the parking lot was cleared out so we could have a bonfire. Because that was
Jeez.
before the Texas A&M incident.
Texas A&M?
See,
Yeah,
the bonfires were always the after party when I went to school.
People. And that's why they stopped doing bonfires at homecoming.
Oh, okay. That's not fun.
Yeah.
All right. So I think we're going to do one last sprint, and then we're just going to basically talk until the end of the video, which I'm planning to be at the top of the hour.
Are you going to
Do-
make it, Rex?
What?
I don't know, man.
Sorry, what?
Are you going to make it? You look like you're falling asleep.
Yeah, I'm up.
Okay.
Down the whole time.
That's just his face, yo. Leave him alone.
Oh, gosh. Okay, so we're going to go at the 50 for 10 minutes, and then we're going to reconvene for whatever is left of the video after that. Sound good to everybody, or is there a movement for more time added to the end of the video, or?
I don't really.
I'm actually not going to write this round. I'm gonna rest my hand because it is like on fire.
Brain.
I know that
It
feeling.
doesn't even hurt. It doesn't even-
Can't.
But I'll be here.
Okay,
I like
so
to have shenanigans.
English.
here's a proposal. Do we want to skip the last one and just talk?
I'd rather just talk, to be honest.
Because I'm lazy.
Sure. We can do that.
Ugh.
Okay, so we'll just talk until the end of the video then. All right.
Cool deal.
So each of you, I'm going to have you do a little blurb on your author platform, like what you write, what you're doing currently to put your writing career forward, that sort of thing. So let's start once again with shit, I forgot your name. April.
April, yeah. It's not like it's right there for you or anything.
I know, it's right there.
Okay, so
you gonna be okay, Nicole?
Hi guys. Fine. Hi guys, I'm April. Nice to meet you. My writing platform, I have a blog which has not been updated since November, so I wouldn't recommend it. But I am on Twitter as Writerholic. I'm also I kind of feel like the best part of a writing platform is the community aspect of it. So my biggest method of moving it forward is to connect with other authors, to connect with other writers, to constantly be skills and trying to improve my craft. I read a lot and I write a lot. I get up at 5 every morning and put an hour in for the weekends because I will usually have time on the weekends. And then I try to commit at least an hour or two after I get off work, but that's not as important if I can at least get that hour in the morning. So right now I'm working on a fan fiction because it's fun and because I've been working on original stuff for 2.5 years and I'm still like trying to make them better. And I was really tired of not having feedback. And with fan fiction, you get that instant cocaine hit of feedback like every chapter that you post. So that's where I'm at right now.
Unless your fandom is super, super tiny or non-existent, in which case you don't get that.
Well, I mean, my fandom is tiny, but I don't need much. Like 1 comment every 5 chapters, I'm good. I'm like, I really have low needs. I just need like a little bit.
I just need a little bit, man.
Where I'm at.
Just a little. Just a little bit. Just a little more. Come on.
Awesome.
Just a hit.
Just
words.
a
Just be one. I'll be fine.
All right.
Dance, man.
Oh, no, I didn't think about that.
All right. Do you have anything else to say?
I'm going to put my Twitter handle in the comments.
Okay.
So that people know how to spell it. So, yeah.
Good. And if you link it to me on Discord, I will put all of your Twitter handles and everything in the description. That way people can easily find you.
I will put it in the social media area on Discord. So.
Good idea. All right.
Because organization.
Ken, it is your turn.
Oh, it's my turn?
Yeah, it's your turn.
Okay. Well, I'm Kenneth Brooks. I do have a website, kennethbrooks.org. I know I mentioned that at the beginning of the video. I'll do it again because it gets like 0 hits. On there, I post extras to my novel series all the time. I have published 2 books, and the 3rd one will be out in October. So the first 2 that are out, which are available on Amazon, are Templar Order and Chaos and Templar Spirit Killer. Templar Arrow Walker will be out in October. And that is for the Templar Lone Wolf saga. There are 3 sagas for that series, for the Templar series, which is Templar Lone Wolf, Jenna's Blood Legacy, and Shaman Songs, which it's a saga for each of the 3 main characters. Lone Wolf, obviously, Jenna, and Angela. On there, like I said, I put extras to the series on there. I had just recently finished putting up the free chapters for Children of Legend, which goes over the 3 of them when they were little kids, like 7-year-olds, when they were just growing into their psychic abilities. That is available for free on Smashwords. Currently, what's being posted on that site week after week is Second Semester, which is when they are 14, and that introduces other characters that appear later in the series, like Robin.
Yeah.
And other characters like that. And it also I noticed adds an extra dimension. These started adding an extra dimension to the entire Templar series as well, because there are things that are mentioned in there that actually add a little bit of flavor to not only the original series of books that I wrote, but also to Jenna's Blood Legacy and to Shaman Songs.
That's awesome.
Yep.
It's so complex and awesome. Hey, put your website and your Twitter in the chat so I can follow you, because I'm really bad at spelling things.
Okay.
Because I'm a writer, y'all.
Yeah. All right. Next up, we are going to hear from Mercy.
It's in the live chat, but I can put my Twitter. Every time I
just put it in social media on Discord.
Oh yeah, that works too.
So, like, what do I talk about?
All right. So basically what you talk about is what you're doing to promote your career as a writer.
I slacked off a lot on writing this summer, and I kind of doing this kind of really reminded me how fun it is. So I'm probably gonna do it a lot more.
Good.
So yeah. Also, don't get unmotivated and stuff. Oh yeah.
Okay. Do you have a website or a Twitter?
No, I don't.
Okay. That's okay. Especially considering your age, that's not abnormal.
How old are you?
15.
Jesus.
She's our pet baby, okay? Be nice to the pet baby.
Young man. Yeah, you don't need to have anything figured out yet. You're young.
No, honestly, and I'm going to say this is just to jump in. If you don't want social media presence right now, if you want to wait a little bit and let your style mature more, that is okay. Because the stuff we put out follows us forever. And if you're not sure of it yet, that's okay. You don't have to. I know plenty of professional writers who like don't have Twitter, like thousands and thousands of pages, hundreds of books, don't have Twitter because they were writing at the beginning of the age of the dinosaurs, and they don't trust social media, and that's okay. So you don't have to have it to be super successful, and you can wait until you're ready.
All right.
Is there anything you'd like to say to the audience, Mercy?
I guess my writing style, I mean, all I write is really fantasy, but that's about it. Stay determined.
Yes.
Yes.
Good job. All right, Robin, it's your turn, sweetie.
Oh, Christ. Well, skip me. Come back to me later.
No, but okay, we will. Rex, it's your turn.
Oh, crap. Well, 23, I started writing at 15, so 8 years.
Woohoo!
I've only ever written fan fiction for Elder Scrolls up at this point. I've got an original world in the works that is very infantile. So this is what I do while I try and make something of that. I don't have a website. I don't really have a site that a main site. I've got fragments of stuff posted on several different things. The Nexus Forum, that mod site, the writing section in there, DeviantArt, fanfiction.net, Wattpad. I've got pieces, parts everywhere. I don't really know. I'm going to college. Right now it's for computer science. I don't know if I'm going to stick with that at the moment. But I've never really thought about making a career out of writing. It's just something I've always wanted to. I just think I'd do for a hobby.
Okay, that's understandable. Do you have any social media accounts you'd like us to tag for you?
I've got Facebook, but I'm not on it that much.
Okay, we can do that. If you want to give me your Facebook link in the Discord, I'll put it underneath the description. And do you are there any tips that you want to give our audience? Anything you want to say?
Not really. I really consider myself qualified to give advice.
You've been writing for 8 years. You're absolutely qualified, but I understand. All right. For me, hi everybody. I'm Nikki, otherwise known as Nicole. Yes, it is spelled very weird. It's spelled Nicohle. That and add a C on the end is my Twitter handle. I am on there quite a bit because I was told from the very beginning of my little writerly career that everybody who is anybody is on Twitter. So I know, right?
Use the Twitter.
Use the Twitter. So I got a Twitter and I've been on it since 2013, and I've got a pretty decent little number of followers. I'm kind of proud of it, actually. Yeah, but what I write mostly is a hodgepodge mishmash of a bunch of stuff. Like I write fantasy, I write historical fiction, I write right now I'm writing a fan fiction, a really bad self-insert fan fiction. I do write other fan fictions that are not self-inserts, and I'm like dying here on what I wanted to say.
That's okay.
If I were to give advice to anybody, I'd have to say read. And I know that's said a lot, but as someone who is ADHD and has a lot of trouble reading, read anyway, because you are only going to get better if you have experience with other people's writing. It's that simple. So yeah. All right, Robin.
I love that.
Okay. My name is Robin Nudelman.
Hi, Robin.
Been writing books since about 6th grade.
Mm-hmm.
However long the hell that was. I'm 25 now, so it's been a while. To those who have seen the film Mr. Megorium's Wonder Emporium,
yeah,
I am Molly Mahoney.
Hmm.
I am the one who was full of talent and, you know, all the promise and all of everything, and have gotten nowhere. And was just holding their breath, waiting for me to do something incredible. And I'm just sitting here staring at my hands like, well, I have nothing to show for all this time that I've spent because everything I've done is shit. So,
aw, that's not true.
I have a degree in screenwriting, Bachelor's of Fine Arts with honors. Before that, I was a proud alum of the Claude Watson Screen Arts program. I've been studying story for just over 8-9 years, maybe. I've taken a break from writing books, and right now I'm writing short stories, and I want to see about maybe submitting a couple short stories to magazines or something. See about maybe starting a career. I don't know.
Okay. And
I don't
you
think
already
you're
put
useless. I think all that was beautiful.
What?
I don't think you're useless. I think all that you said was just beautiful.
Thank you.
So,
I appreciate it.
Mer. All right. It is time. So if everybody would like to say one final parting word, we will go ahead and close this off.
My kingdom for a comma.
Yeah.
Okay.
Tomorrow is another goddamn day.
Woohoo! Are we doing this tomorrow? Or when do we do this? Like every week?
Forever.
Well, unless I get hit with a massive migraine, I will be doing this again next Friday.
Okay.
So 7 days from now.
And then in October, my schedule changes to where I start having to work on Saturdays, so we might change it to Saturdays.
We can do like weekly mini these though. If you want.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, as far as I know, you have to get a mod permission before you do one of these and use the name of Writing Warriors, but you can absolutely do write-ins yourself on your own YouTube or get somebody else to host it or do whatever you want to do.
Yeah, man. Woo!
Yeah.
Well,
So yeah.
y'all have been great.
Thank you guys.
And
Thank you
I
guys so
appreciate
much
you
for
all.
having me here.
It's been a lot of fun. I really enjoyed this.
Yeah.
Hopefully I can
Same.
come back again, but if you don't see me here, then you'll definitely see me in the Discord. So
Yeah.
I expect more talking with you, April.
oh, I'm available. I'm
All right.
around, but I am whooped. So y'all have a good night.
Good night.
You too.
Any of us want to meet up on the 18 plus chat?
I guess I could talk for a while.
If you guys sound like you want to give up the ghost for the night, that's fine.
I'm not going to
I think
sleep.
he just wants to drink with somebody.
Drinking right. That's the one thing left on my list.
On his bucket list. Is
Yeah.
drinking right.
You haven't done that before?
No, I've never done that.
I think the 18 and over chat is locked for me though.
Dude.
Oh,
I
I
do
can
nothing
fix
but
that.
drink
Give me a
and write.
second.
Me being sober right now is an anomaly.
Oh God. You just
Reason
said
why
that on YouTube.
Am I
What?
that one guy? Am I that one guy that doesn't drink in this group?
I don't drink much either.
I
tend
only
to
drink
not-
when I'm writing or at a pub with friends.
I tend to not drink because it's insanely hard to get me drunk, but I donated blood this week, so I have the feeling it's going to be a lot easier.
Okay,
Yeah.
Rex, I went ahead and fixed your permission, so you should be able to meet in the 18 plus voice chat.
Oh, do I
gonna
have the permission for it too?
I think so. Let me double check.
Yeah, there we go.
Noodle.
Okay, yeah, I'm good. I'm good.
You're good?
It's
okay.
Triple W voice. Sorry, World Warrior voice that I don't have permission. Don't know what that is.
Okay, give me just a minute. All right. Thank you very much for joining me, and I'm going to go ahead and officially close this out. Y'all have a lovely evening, okay?
Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.